What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video from A World of Heroes. Today we're going to be reviewing Duban, a Mythic Legends All-Star 5 figure. Typical boxing from the Four Horsemen Studios here, where he comes in the bubble package. The bubble packages you can put back together as long as you don't tear them up. When you take them apart, everything fits nicely in the plastic slabs. On the side, it gives you a story about the character. He's basically a human ranger who has a companion that flies with him. It's an eagle. We'll be able to see that character here in a few minutes once I open him up. On the back, it's typical packaging as well. Gives you kind of a story and kind of a rundown of Mythic Legions, which is pretty cool. Part of the amazing art that's done through these figures. The side has his faction symbol. And there's a bunch of different factions. I'm not going to get into them. You can go to the Four Horsemen Studios website and check that out. And again, we're going to be popping him open. We're going to see all his equipment. He believes he comes with a few hands, another head, opposable cape, and his character with the eagle that comes with it. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Check us out on our website at www.aworldofheroesllc.com. Come visit us. We got lots of stuff in stock. All right, everybody. I've taken Duban out of his package. As you can see, he comes with multiple switch outs and equipment pieces. I thought he came with two heads, but he does not. So it's just the portrait head that comes with the padded hood on it here. The only thing I don't like from opening him completely out of the package, to me that hood sits low, but in Rangers, in sci-fi, and even Lord of the Rings, the hoods are always down. You could barely see their eyes. The paint scheme on his face is pretty cool. He's got these piercing green eyes. You can even see some of the gray in his beard if you look at him pretty closely here. He does come with multiple hand switch outs. The ones that come on here are basically pistol grip fists. If you can see that, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but you can see the pistol grip fists there. And then he's got some that are a little more open-handed. If you can see those there. And then he has a full fist like he's punching. And then he's got almost like he's grabbing or casting a spell kind of hand, which is pretty cool, I think. And then I told you about his special character. He's got an eagle. This eagle actually comes with a cuff that'll slide right on his hand. You got to take his hands off first and then slide this on and put his hands on. His left and right pauldrons that'll go on the character on his shoulder. Then he's got a sword, so it looks like a broadsword with a sheath. Pretty cool. It might be a two-handed sword with its sheath and scabbard. Comes with a dagger. And then a pretty cool, badass crossbow, which I thought was cool. So he's got plenty of weapons to hang out with and use in battle. Multiple grips so you can pose him differently. And last but not least, it's probably my favorite piece of the figure for extra pieces and parts. It is a posable cape. It molds. It's got wire that runs through it so you can bend it and mold it any way you want to, which makes for more dynamic posing when you post him up with the rest of your Mythic Legions figures. All right, I'm going to put him together and then I'll show you get back what we've got. All right, everybody, we're back now that I've got all the pieces and parts on. As usual, the pauldrons that go on his shoulders up here are really hard to put in. I recommend you heat up the joints or dip him in some hot water because the pauldrons go in the back. They are clearly marked left and right, so you can't get them confused. You won't put them on backwards, which has been done before. I've done it, so... and then you got to pop them back out and swap them and all that kind of thing. I changed his hands out to one where he's got a grip hand where he's holding his sword, which I thought was just a cool pose. The other hand, I have a semi-grip, not a full pistol grip on it, to put the crossbow in, which I thought was cool. I did not use the eagle. I'll probably mix it up later when I change him on the shelf or whatever. The posable cape, you can put all kinds of ways. The sword and the dagger go in. There's a spot for it, a little leather piece, loose belt over here. I would say it's probably pleather, not real leather, but and there's a little hole on that slides through, which is pretty cool, and it's always adjustable, very nice. It fits in there, and you don't have to worry about it sliding out. If you look at the paint on this character, I love how they paint their figures. It's absolutely awesome. I haven't had one that I haven't liked yet that I've opened for my own PC. It's great. He's got almost a silverish gray blue tint armor on. It's got a little shine to it, which is pretty cool. It's got some engraving and etching in the front breastplate here, which I thought was really cool. He does have some pleather pieces down here that are posable and movable as well, with some silver dots on it, almost like chainmail without the chain, if you will. His boots have the same color pattern as his cuffs and the pauldron and his front chest piece. Posability on this character, I thought the pauldrons would keep him from being able to move his shoulders up and down, but he moves very well. He's got almost 90% articulation on it. Oh, just popped his head off. That's great. But they move up and down. Full swivel 360 with the hands. And then he's got a swivel forearm, which is great. Full movement of the hips forward and back rotation. Pretty good there. All the way back. Head movement's great. Up and down if you don't pop the head off like I just did. That's amazing. There's always something with some of these figures, man. Let's see. Let's pop his head back on. So the pauldrons pop him off a little bit. It's popping his head up. I'll put the cape back on after I finish doing the review. But as you can see, here's a probably better view. Limited movement sideways from a side delt, but forward movement's good. Back movement's good, as you can see. Not full range, but enough to where you can pose him and probably get a good action shot. He doesn't have the hinge ankles, the rocker ankles, but he's got good movement up and down with the boot. Good swivel movement with the knee. And then with this pleather piece down here, he's got plenty of movement with the hips. Leg can go back all the way, up all the way 90. So pretty good figure. I don't know if he's my favorite yet that I've opened, but I really like him. I like the fact that he's a ranger. I'm big into the ranger piece of it, that whole mystery kind of Lord of the Rings, Aragon type character to it. Very cool. I'm very excited to display him with some of my other figures that I have over here. I'll put the cape back on. I'm not sure if I'm going to give it the wind effect or just let it hang and let him be a badass kind of thing. But all in all, good figure. I would say pick him up if you can. Fun figure to have in your collection for sure. I'm very glad I picked him up. And again, thank you for watching the video. Feel free to comment. Check us out on Instagram as well. And please visit the website at www.aworldofheroesllc.com. And again, don't forget to let your inner child out to play. Y'all have a good one.